What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Nick, and today we are talking about Christopher Julius Rock, aka Chris Rock, Selective Outrage, the Netflix special. So hear me out. Okay, so Christopher, is it? Yes, I did Google that. I didn't know his full name. Of course, I didn't know his full name. Could have been Christian for all I knew. Christopher Julius Rock. If you know me, you know that I am in no way, shape, or form a Chris Rock fan. I have never thought he was funny. I've never, ever thought he was funny. He has poor comedic timing to me. Sometimes his jokes are garbage. I hate the little smirk that he just keeps on his face every time. You can go to Google Images and see it. We can count to 3 and his face with that little smile will pop up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That little smile, that little, Chris Rock, but whatever. So I've been hearing a lot about this Netflix special that he had. So I decided to watch him. Now I'm going to be kind of completely honest here. Actually, all the way honest. I'm like kind of, but I'm going to be all the way honest. I've never watched the Chris Rock stand-up, but I've heard him crack jokes at the Oscars and actually try to be funny on TV shows and on talk shows, and he's just not funny to me. That's where I get that from. So I watched this Netflix special, and we all watched it for one reason, because of the Will and Jada stuff. That's why people bought the tickets. Will Smith slapped this boy into a brighter future. He just launched his career even more. Chris Rock already had a pretty great career. Will Smith's career went on a decline after that slap, and Chris Rock's went on up and up. That's just kind of how it worked out. Yeah, I watched that Netflix special, and I gotta say, I didn't hate it. It actually was funny. He actually had comedic timing. I actually agree with a lot that he said. That Netflix special kind of changed my mind a little bit about Chris Rock, and I kind of see why people actually like him. He talked about a whole lot of stuff that I found funny. You know what I mean? He talked about, of course I found that funny, where he was talking about should I spoil it? I shouldn't spoil it because y'all might want to see it. I just want to say, let's just jump straight to the Will and Jada stuff, okay? Because he saved that for the end. And at one point, he kind of botched his own. No, absolutely. At one point, he botched one of his jokes because this Netflix special was actually live. So that was okay. He botched it. He got it back real quick, though. But he said it. You know what I'm saying? He said, I messed up the joke. To me, he kind of lost some flavor in what he was talking about because the joke was meant to be realistic. And then he said, I messed up the joke. And I think in that frustration, he went into the Will and Jada stuff and he called Jada Pinkett Smith a bitch. Yeah, he called her that. So I think, because we all know that Will Smith was wrong for slapping him. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock clarified that the reason he came and made the joke, he ain't do nothing wrong, he said. He came up there and made the joke because of, how Jada Pinkett was with him when he was hosting the Oscars. She was very much, you shouldn't do this as a black man, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's very anti-black and blah, blah, blah and all that stuff, right? I think Sprite should go ahead and sponsor me, by the way. I'm going to cover this up because I don't want no copyright claims and nothing on here, but this is good. Give me a second. But yeah, in the midst of his frustrations, he called her the B word. And he, this was all about the Oscar thing. That's the reason why he came back with that kind of a joke. The G.I. Jane joke. I've said this before on my other channel on That Singer Reactions, that I feel like I don't understand why there was a major outrage about Jada Pinkett Smith being bald head. She's been bald head since we've known her. Since Low Down Dirty Shame, she was bald head. She's always been beautiful, but she's been bald head since then. I mean, I don't understand why you took offense to that. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith, we know he got on stage and he slapped Chris Rock. It was a weak slap. I said that before. But Chris Rock kind of played with a joke as, I'm not about to hit somebody who's way bigger than me. No, I'm sorry, but my reflexes would have hit him back. I might not do nothing, but my reflexes might say otherwise. I might just accidentally, like, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way that this grown man come up there and smack you, turn his back, and walk away, and you stared. There's no way. We all thought it was a joke, but you knew by the slap that it wasn't. So at that point, you should have did a suicide dive right over the top of the stage onto Will and Jada. You know, quite frankly, I mean, I think both of them should have got the flip. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But he talked about that and he called her the word. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said before, usually I don't care for Chris Rock, but this special, I think he was kind of spot on with a lot of the stuff that he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Selective outrage. You can pretty much think about what that means and yourself. If you don't understand what it is, look it up. It is a real thing. People choose to be mad at certain things and not mad when other things happen. And at one point, I thought that this was going to be a very super pro-white black guy trying to bait all the white people in, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of that going on. I thought he was trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? Super right-wing black guy, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. That's what I thought he was about to do. No, he played it straight down the middle, you know what I'm saying? And that was cool. You know what I'm saying? The special was funny. He had a white suit on, so he gave a comedic look. You want a comedian, not a comedic. He gave a comedian look. And then that was like white or black or something like that. But yeah, I think he was spot on. I wouldn't be surprised if Will Smith decided to come back and slap you again, because you did call his wife the bitch word. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Let's just think about it. We talking about Chris Rock, somebody who has been an ass on TV, literally, as a donkey. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we really can't, expect, anything different from Chris Rock. I mean, he was going to, say how he felt. You know what I'm saying? He said that he always had respect for Will Smith, but I don't know. I don't know. But at the same time, he did touch also on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett having that, red table talk, and they put all their business out in public. And imagine, here's where the tables really get funny. Imagine doing all of that, putting your whole stuff on blast just for August Alsina to come out gay. The person you should have punched in the first place was August Alsina, not because he was gay, not because of that, because of, what happened, the entanglement. You know what I'm saying? What happened there? You should have been on him when it came to that. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to be on him, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because you ain't but I don't know, because I heard it, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, either way, like, you put your business out there. So Chris Rock, he was like, well, I'm going to talk about it. You've been embarrassed before, Will. And then there was outrage about the Emancipation movie that I guess Will Smith was in, where he got whipped. I ain't seen the movie. All I know is Will Smith had a dirty face. So I'm assuming that he gave an Oscar-worthy performance. You know, anytime you got like dirt on your face, you look like you've been struggling. It's given Oscar. He said, I'm a black man. And he said, I couldn't wait to see him get whipped. I was like, hit him, massa. I thought that was funny. But a lot of people didn't really think that was funny. Because I don't think that Chris Rock meant it in that way. I think it was just like a joke. It was just a joke. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like I said before. But that special wasn't bad to me. I actually liked the special. It was pretty funny. I don't think that he did anything wrong in the special. He got his kids kicked out of school. That was crazy. Like, what the? Oh, okay. So yeah, but that's all I got to say. Thank y'all so much for hearing me out. To the next video.